The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolangatta Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolangatta Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolangatta Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolangatta Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
culmination, I suppose, of our beef week for 2025 in the stud beef cattle section. We've got 24 breeds of cattle rather to parade through, the champions that have been selected by our judges. I think a panel of about 15 or 16 judges. Total of 793 head of cattle have been picked over to produce our champions. I don't think we're quite ready to go yet, but before we do get underway, just a couple of things. The People's Choice Award, don't forget to register and get onto the Q code. There's a few of them around the arena somewhere. Log on to your to the Q card so that you can participate in the People's Choice Award. That's for all of our championships. Before we do get underway also, there's probably a few of them, but is there a Kelly in the crowd? Kelly? Is there a Kelly in the crowd? Because we might have your handbag. There was a handbag handed in to me, or handed in over at the Charolais ring earlier on. It's got a tag on it saying Kelly. There's no credit cards, but would the owner please queue up, because there is a little bit of there is some cash in there, so we'll need the owner to queue up and collect that one, or identify yourself somehow.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
Don't forget, of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you've got somebody at home who would like to watch our proceedings here this afternoon with our Parade of Champions and then the Champion of Champions judging, if you've got people at home that might be interested in watching this, they can log on to stocklive.com.au. Stocklive have been very generous in supporting the RNA, and they've been streaming it live, every ring, every breed and every day for Beef Week. So thank you very much, Stock Live, and tell your people at home if they want to watch it, they can log on and watch the proceedings here this afternoon.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GD. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent. The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
Hold on.
Well, we're about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay. We had a couple of delays the other day and somebody suggested I do a song and dance routine, but I didn't think that was wise. We want to keep you here, not send you away. But we're about ready to get underway with our parade of champions. And we've had, I think I added up before, 793 head of cattle, judged by 14 or 15 different judges over the 2 days of the show, and this is the culmination. These are all of our champions to be paraded before you, and we will be commencing with the Speckled Park breed, who are our feature breed this year, one of the newest breeds to be judged here at the Brisbane Royal, and certainly the strongest in terms of numbers here this year. I think 160 something Speckled Parks were shown this year. Tremendous effort by the breed. Yep, right, Gary, when you're ready. As I said, the Speckled Park, whoop. Hold the phone. Hold up there. You right, Gary? Hey, turn it up. Oh, turn it up, Gary. Where's our sound man? Is he about? Ian, you're about. We need a bit more volume apparently in these speakers in the ring. How about out there in the McDonald's stand? Can you hear me out there? You can? Thank you very much. Out in the McDonald's stand, they can hear me. Needs to go up. Oh, right. Okay, we need more volume apparently. I'll hand that back to you.
Yeah, no worries. I'll get the next one for you.
Just whilst we are in this little bit of a delay, you might notice some QR codes going up around there for the People's Choice Award. Don't forget to log in there. How are they going up in the stand now? Can you hear me? Yep, okay, good. Thank you very much. I think we're underway. And we're sorry to hold you up, but tremendous showing, as I said, a tremendous showing of cattle, something like 793 head. With the Speckled Parks, about 167, I think, from memory. Speckled Parks, and their Grand Champion Bull leads the parade. That's Andon Speckled Park Studs, Andon U08, exhibited by Andon Speckled Park Stud. He's followed by the Grand Champion Speckled Park Female, Signature Rather Perfect, exhibited by Sean and Debbie Black. We've got the Reserve Senior Champion Bull following along there. That's oh, now the wind's getting up again. That makes it easy. Andon T25, exhibited by Jack Nelson. Junior Champion Bull, that's this young black bull here. The junior champion is KJ Hill Urban, exhibited by Wayne and Cindy Tucknell. The Reserve Junior Champion Bull, Black Diamond Speckled Park Stud, Black Diamond T1731 Visa. Now, we had some calf champions too in the Speckled Parks because they're our feature breed. The Speckled Park Calf Champion Bull was Foxtail Hill Tommy, exhibited by Troy Hepburn, and the Calf Champion Heifer, Vanessa. She probably got a stud name in front of that, but we'll find that out in a moment. Right, move them on. We'll catch up with them, I hope. Reserve Senior Champion Female just coming past me now. That's Black Diamond 61G Shiraz, exhibited by Black Diamond Speckled Park Stud. The Junior Champion Heifer, wherever they are, Junior Champion Heifer is KJ Hill Velvet, exhibited by Kyle Smith. And the Reserve Junior is Jakunga Rehearsal Dinner V07, exhibited by Jack Nelson. Right. We move on to the Angus breed now. We go in alphabetical order from here on in. And the Angus, leading the Angus parade, is, I think that's the heaviest bull on the ground, that fella, is he? That's the Station King, exhibited by AJ and M. Scrivener. Weighed in at 1,340 something kilos. That's a lot of bull. The senior champion female, Grand Champion Female coming through is Black Diamond, Diamond Elias Miss Legend T413, exhibited by Diamond Angus. That's C.L. Fuller and G.J. Isipi. The Junior Champion Bull is Diamond Vigilance V428, exhibited by Diamond Angus Stud. And they also showed that was the Senior and Grand Champion Cow. You don't have to try to confuse me. I can do that quite successfully all on my own. Reserve Junior Champion Female here just in front of me is Diamond Angus, Diamond Miss You Reckon U462, and down here the Reserve Senior Champion Bull is K5X Ultra U91, exhibited by SB Hayward and KL Smith. Blonde Aquitaines will be our next to parade. They'll be led in by the Grand Champion Blonde Aquitaine Bull. So thought somebody was saying woo, woo, woo. Just hold the Braffords up there. Blonde Aquitaines, the Grand Champion Blonde Aquitaine bull was Melanda Victoria's Secret, exhibited by Kyle and Tamara Mellors. And the Grand Champion female was Wait a While United, exhibited by Wait a While Cattle Company, Wait a While Beef. We move on to the Braford breed now, another one of our Queensland breeds. And the Grand Champion bull is KDA Jagger, exhibited by Brendan Lau. And he also exhibited the Grand Champion female in KDA Glenda. Junior champion bull coming, or junior champion heifer that is, coming through. That was KDA Junie. That's the one right in front of me now. And then we've got our reserve junior bull. Reserve champion junior bull would be MCN Soldier, exhibited by St Joseph's Nudgee College. And the reserve champion senior bull, reserve senior champion bull, Cab High Riptide, exhibited by the Caboolture State High School. Oh, right. So our Brahman breed, led in by the Grand Champion Brahman bull, and that's Hazelton Pride of Oz, exhibited by Brett Kirk from up there at Gayndah. The Grand Champion female, Carnarvon Queen Bee, exhibited by Carnarvon Cattle Company. Junior Champion female coming through, and that's Hazelton Empress Manso 7174, exhibited by Brett Kirk. Reserve Junior Champion female is Myanmar Miss Penny 1144, exhibited by Miana Brahmins. The Junior Champion bull, Busy Unreal U45, exhibited by Busy Brahmins. Reserve Junior Champion bull, no, hang on, Busy Unreal was the reserve. The Junior Champion bull was Double F Mr. Chivas Regal, exhibited by Levi Floyd. And we move on then to the Junior Champion cow or heifer. Been through her, that's the Senior Champion cow or heifer with that great calf on her. The reserve senior is Mogul Miss YV Indy, exhibited by Mogul Brahman Stud. And the reserve senior champion bull, Waraka Perry 3417, exhibited by Waraka Brahmins. Little bit of a glitch in the system. We move to the Brangus, and the Grand Champion bull is Wiona, Nebraska, exhibited by Wiona Brangus Stud from down there, I think around Casino, yes. Grand Champion female bull, Akina Extravagant, exhibited by the Hanson Cattle Company. We've then got our reserve Junior Champion female, that's KDA Jessica. I think that might be a glitch in the system again. We'll just check that out if we quickly can. No, right. Junior Champion bull, exhibited by Lazy S Stud, and the reserve Junior Champion bull, Akina bull. We had a glitch in the system with the Brangus, unfortunately. Right, move them. The Senior Champion female, Lazy S Brangus Stud. Do we know her name at all? Edna. Kraken Brangus, the reserve senior champion cow, and the reserve senior champion bull is Bullakina Extreme, exhibited by Bullakina Brangus. Yeah. We move on to the Charbrais. We do apologise to our exhibitors too. We've got a bit of a confusion here, unfortunately. The champion Charbrais bull was exhibited by the Welsh Cattle Company, that's Huntington Victor, and the grand champion female was Cedar Park Violette, exhibited by Glenn Zima. Reserve senior champion bull. Oh, hang on. Got me all confused here today. This is the reserve senior champion. Reserve senior champion. Reserve junior champion bull. Righto, now we might get it there. That's Welsh Cattle Company once again, Huntington Victor. And we've got our senior champion. Senior champion bull is Huntington Umbro, exhibited by Welsh Cattle Company. Reserve senior champion bull Cedar Park UB, exhibited by Glenn Zima. We move on to the Charolais. Tremendous showing of Charolais cattle, something like 68 or 69 head in the Charolais ring this morning. The grand champion bull is LHU Ultimate, exhibited by LHU Agribusiness, and the grand champion cow, or female, is Bureen Wendy, exhibited by Bureen Cattle Company. Junior champion female is Moonghoul Alice the 13th, exhibited by Cadstock Proprietary Limited, with the reserve junior champion female Ashlyn Princess V7, exhibited by Warner and Company. Junior champion bull junior champion bull was Brendale Vegas, exhibited by BP and MJ Shivey. The reserve junior champion bull taken out by Moonghoul Victory, exhibited by Cadstock Proprietary Limited. Senior champion cow, of course, was our grand champion. Reserve senior champion cow to JT's Poppy's Tasteful, exhibited by BP and MJ Shivey, and the reserve senior champion bull following on Moonghoul under contract, exhibited by Cadstock Proprietary Limited. Move on to the Devons. And there were only, I think, 3 head of Devons, 3 or 4 head. No, got more than that, must have been 7 or 8. Their grand champion female coming through was Gowan Ross Linda, exhibited by Alison Heap. And grand champion bull, Gowan Ross Uber U2, also exhibited by Alison Heap. Junior champion female was Vic's Stock Breeding's Vic's Courage V70. Reserve junior champion female Wilson's Peak Evie, exhibited by Wilson's Peak Devon Stud. And the junior champion bull is Vic's Venus V100, exhibited by Mark Watt. Droughtmaster's a great showing of Droughtmaster cattle once again. Another one of our great Queensland breeds, the Droughtmaster, bred up there in North Queensland, combining the best of both Boss Indicus and Boss Taurus bloodlines. And our grand champion bull was the junior champion bull, Glenland's J Gibraltar, exhibited by Glenland's J Droughtmasters. Grand champion female was Glenland's J Elegance, also exhibited by Glenland's J Droughtmasters, and she was the senior champion cow. Junior champion female was Glenland's D Goody Two Shoes, exhibited by AC Cattle Company. Reserve junior champion female to Glenland's J Holly, exhibited by Glenland's J Droughtmasters. The reserve junior champion bull is there That is Glenland's D Footloose, exhibited by AC Cattle Company. Senior Champion Bull was awarded to Glenland's J Governor, exhibited by Glenland's J Drought Masters, and the reserve Senior Bull was Glenland's J Felix, also exhibited by Glenland's J Drought Master stud, the Childs family. Fleckvies, Swiss breed, the Fleckvie, and quite a good showing of Fleckvies again this year. The Grand Champion Bull went to Trinity Vale Unforgettable, exhibited by Malcolm Walker, with the Grand Champion Female to Cooplee Uptown Girl, exhibited by Ben Gould. The Junior Champion Heifer was Wandinia Benmere Vanity, exhibited by Country Sand and Concrete Proprietary Limited, with the Reserve Junior Champion Heifer going to Stone Ridge Vienna, exhibited by Stone Ridge Livestock. The Junior Champion Bull went to Stone Ridge Livestock's Stone Ridge Von Dutch. Reserve Junior Champion Bull to Wandinia Benmere Vilux, exhibited by Country Sand and Concrete Proprietary Limited. Reserve Senior Champion Cow went to Trinity Vale Razamataz, exhibited by Trevor Anderson. Move her on, please. That's the calf on the cow, and the Reserve Senior Champion Bull, Wandinia Denmere Ulysses, also exhibited by Country Sand and Concrete Proprietary Limited. Gelfies, another one of our European breeds here in Australia, and we've got our Grand Champion Bull, and that was the Junior Champion. That's Wee Talabar Vector, exhibited by AJ and JC Nixon. The Grand Champion Female was Midas MT043, exhibited by CR Braithwaite. Following through, we've got the Senior Champion Bull Midas T036, exhibited by CR Braithwaite. The Reserve Senior Champion Female is wherever she is there, AH Gelfie stud True Lady, exhibited by Guy Swan. And when they haven't got their ribbons on, I can't work out what they are. Herefords, been a great breed over the years, over many years here in Australia. They've done a tremendous job right throughout the country. And the Grand Champion Bull is Tianji Turbo T004, exhibited by Ogilvy Pastoral Proprietary Limited. Grand Champion Female was the Junior Champion, Kianmar Perfume V005, exhibited by Kianmar Pole Herefords. Reserve Junior Champion Bull is Reserve Junior Champion Truro Vice Squad V007, exhibited by Scott and Philippa Han of Truro Whiteface. The Reserve Senior Champion Bull Catharaba Titanic T058, exhibited by Galloway Cattle Company. And we've got down there, that would be the Reserve Junior Champion Female Tianji Stella, exhibited by Ogilvy Pastoral Company. Limousines had a tremendous showing in the lead steer section here the other day, the Limousines, and a good showing again. I can't remember the numbers now, but there was somewhere around about 45 or 50 Limousines exhibited. And the Grand Champion Bull is Mervale Lone Star U14, exhibited by Mervale Livestock. The Grand Champion Female was Gender View Crystal S13, exhibited by Gender View Livestock. Junior Champion Female, Warrigal Crystal V8, exhibited by Warrigal Limousines. The Reserve Junior Champion Female to the exhibit from John Devlin, I should say, Alsace Natisha V19. Get my tongue around that one in a moment. Junior champion bull was Gender View Victor, exhibited by Gender View Livestock, and the reserve junior champion bull Mervale Radio Star V5, exhibited by Mervale Livestock. Reserve senior champion cow Warrigal Tiger Lily T32, exhibited by Warrigal Livestock, or Limousines rather, and the reserve senior champion bull Mervale Dillinger U13, exhibited by Mervale Livestock. Murray Greys, another of Australia's own breeds of cattle, bred originally down there in the Murray Valley area, a blend of Angus and Shorthorn breeding, and they've developed into a breed that's done a tremendous job. The Grand Champion bull Baruna Park Trojan, exhibited by DG and SA Taylor. Grand Champion female Baruna Park Serafina, exhibited by Amelia Taylor Rose. Junior Champion female was Baruna Park Sonata, exhibited by DG and SA Taylor. Reserve Junior Champion female to Rochelle Goddess V138, exhibited by Paul and Lynn Richards. Reserve Senior Champion bull is Hideaway Park Ultrasonic, exhibited by Wendy Donald.
Red Angus.
Yep. Red Angus. And here goes the wind again, makes the pages nice and hard to hold in one piece and read from. Thanks, Libby. Red Angus, the Grand Champion Red Angus bull was GKNCJ Red Valerian V1, exhibited by Kiralee Johnson Isipi. She also exhibited the Grand Champion female in GK Red Sharok M17 T15. Reserve Junior Champion, Reserve Senior Champion female, that would be, I think, cow. No. Junior Champion female, Diamond Miss Voodoo Doll, exhibited by Diamond Angus. That's CL Fuller and GJ Isipi. Reserve Junior Champion heifer was K5X Red Susanna U158, exhibited by Stephen Haywood and Kelly Smith. Junior Champion bull was our Grand Champion. Reserve Junior Champion bull went to Moorvale Red 624D Versatile, exhibited by Lachlan Moore. The Reserve Senior Champion cow GK Red Ruba 67 T11, exhibited by Lachlan Moore. And the Senior Champion bull at the end there is K5X Underworld U136, exhibited by SB Haywood and KL Smith. Red poles. There were no bulls exhibited in the red poles, and I think 3 head of cattle, and they're led in by our Grand Champion cow Omega 3 Samantha, exhibited by Gary Jones. The Junior Champion heifer was GPS Ivy, exhibited by Lisa Wibley. Reserve Junior Champion heifer Firefly, also exhibited by Lisa Wibley. And the Reserve Senior Champion cow Omega 3 Pleasant, exhibited by Gary Jones. Santa Gertrudis, a good showing of Santa Gertrudis. I think we had 88 or 89 head of Santas over there yesterday. Tremendous showing of cattle, and the Grand Champion bull leads the parade. That's Santa Hat Ultimate U300, exhibited by Hatton and Company. The Grand Champion Female Award taken out by Yarrawonga Marshmallow T671, exhibited by D&AD Bassingthwaite and Company. Junior Champion Female was Diamond H Bailey B263, exhibited by Diamond H Santa Gertrudis. Reserve Junior Champion Female to Yugelbar Versace T001, exhibited by Yugelbar Pastoral Company. They also exhibited the Junior Champion Bull Yugelbar Van Dam V110. Reserve Junior Champion Bull went to Hatton and Company's Santa Hat Venom V537. Senior champion female, as we mentioned, was our grand champion. The reserve senior champion female went to Riverina Sparkle S9, exhibited by RL Pastoral Company. Senior champion bull, of course, was our grand champion. The reserve senior champion bull to Yarrawonga Ned U544, exhibited by D&AD Bassingthwaite and Company. Centre poles. Centre poles, a breed developed in the Caribbean. Tropicalised Boss Taurus cattle, I think they call themselves. But the grand champion bull was Pinnacle Pocket 141, exhibited by Peter Spies. The grand champion cow, Pinnacle Pocket 323, also exhibited by Peter Spies. In fact, he was the exhibitor of all of our champions. Junior champion bull went to Pinnacle Pocket 408. The reserve senior champion female, Pinnacle Pocket 75, and the reserve senior champion bull, Pinnacle Pocket 62. Shorthorns. They've done a tremendous job for the Australian beef industry over many, many years also. They've spread right throughout the country, and the grand champion bull was the junior champion. That's Double K Vortex V2, exhibited by LJ Collins and SM Rayner. Grand champion female, Melton Broadwin V255, exhibited by the Falls family of Melton Shorthorns. Junior champion female was Melton Broadwin, that's the grand champion. Reserve junior champion female, Malton V-Min V136. Reserve junior champion bull went to Kilkee Vengeance V03, exhibited by Kilkee Shorthorns. And the White family exhibited the senior champion cow, the Bank You Can't Touch This U24, exhibited by the White family. They also had the reserve senior champion cow in the Bank Sassy Lassie S12. Simmentals, another one of our European breeds of cattle, closely related to the Fleckby that went through here earlier on, but the grand champion Simmental bull is Silver Linings Underdog, exhibited by Silver Linings Simmental, with the grand champion female, that is GK Tiger Lily T16, exhibited by Brook Isipi. Junior champion female, Ellendale Red Simmental's Ellendale Red Whiskey Girl. Junior champion Simmental female was Coolabah Soda Pop, exhibited by Sandy Maddie. Junior champion bull went to Yambala Valentine, exhibited by Matilda McCoy. The reserve junior champion bull to Ellendale Tennessee Moonshine, exhibited by Ellendale Red Simmentals. The reserve senior champion cow to Double K Templeton, exhibited by Karina and Carly Crisp. And the reserve senior champion bull to Silver Linings Union Jack. South Devons, one of our British breeds of cattle. As you can imagine, they're bred in Devon, in Great Britain. Grand champion female, or grand champion bull, grand champion bull Jambali Vunavalu, exhibited by the McCutcheon family, and the grand champion female Jambali Irma, also exhibited by the McCutcheon family. The rest of the champions didn't come out. Square Meters. Square Meters, a breed developed by the great Ricky Pizzuchuro, among others. And the grand champion Square Meters bull is Golden Square's Tom Waits, exhibited by Golden Pastoral Company. The grand champion female Rossellino's Violet, exhibited by Aldridge State High School, and she was the junior champion female. The reserve junior champion female went to Sunset Park Bonnie V39, exhibited by Sunset Park Square Meters. Junior champion bull was Chelma Vava Voom, exhibited by the Cannon family. Golden Pastoral Company exhibited the reserve junior champion bull, Golden Square's Vigilante, and the reserve senior champion bull was Highbury Ultron, exhibited by the Golden Pastoral Company. And last but not least, the Ultra Blacks. New breed to the Brisbane exhibition, the Ultra Blacks. And we had 2 entries in the Ultra Blacks. The Grand Champion Bull, Lazy S. Currajong, exhibited by Sue Fawcett. And the Grand Champion Cow was N-Bar Well Earned, exhibited by Dan and Megan Lamb. We'll be moving on to our Supreme Champion judging very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome our 3 judges, our 3 over judges for the Supreme Championship judging. Excuse me, ladies, can I just get in there? Thank you. Mr. Martin Lill. Martin is Managing Director of Chadwick Downs Cattle Company. He's over 30 years experience in breeding elite beef cattle genetics. Breeds and oversees Bradford, Brangus and Angus programs at Chadwick Downs, and has judged particularly right throughout the country. Western Livestock Show in Brazil. Mr. David Smith, another one of our well-known show judges and breeders. He and his wife Marion operate the Smith's Cayenne, Brangus and Ultra Black stud here in Queensland. They've established a reputation for breeding high-quality cattle with more than 50 years in the stud breeding industry. And David spent 20 years as stud manager at Palgrove. And we'd also like to welcome Mr. Spencer Morgan, a principal of G. Morgan and Company out there at the Grove Shorthorns. Good on you. The Grove Shorthorns at Glenmorgan. Been in the industry for many, many years, Spencer, and a very highly regarded young judge in the game. So this is the culmination now, ladies and gentlemen. These are our grand champions from those 24 breeds, selected from, 793 head of cattle. And we move on to the judging of our Supreme Champion All Breeds female. We've got 3 judges here. They will select their top 5. They will select their top 5 animals. They will write that down on a piece of paper, and that will be entered into our computer system over there, because we could finish up with 15 animals. You never know. I doubt it, but we could finish up with 15 animals there. So and then we've got to select the tops. We lead off with the Angus and the Grand Champion Angus female from 42 exhibits in the Angus breed. Diamond Ella's Miss Legend, exhibited by Diamond Angus. They're followed by the Blonde Aquitaine, Champion Blonde Aquitaine female, Waiter Wild United, exhibited by Waiter Wild Beef. The Grand Champion Bradford female from 18 head of cattle in the Bradfords is KDA Glenda, exhibited by Brendan Lau. Brahmans, the Grand Champion Brahman female was Carnarvon Queen Bee, exhibited by Carnarvon Cattle Company. The Grand Champion Brangus, Bullakina Extravagant, exhibited by Hanson Cattle Company. The Charolais, Huntington, Cedar Park Violette, exhibited by Glenn Zima, was the Grand Champion Charbray. Confused me again, they brought the Charbray in front of the Charolais, or the Charolais in front of the Charbray. The Charolais, the Grand Champion Charolais, was Bureen Wendy, exhibited by Bureen Cattle Company. Devons, the Grand Champion Devon from 14 Head, was Gowan Ross Linda S142, exhibited by Alison Heap. Droughtmasters, the Grand Champion Droughtmaster female, Glenlands J Elegance, exhibited by Glenlands J Droughtmasters. The Fleckvies, Coopley Uptown Girl, exhibited by Ben Gould, was our Grand Champion Fleckvie female. Gelfies, the Grand Champion Gelfie female, Midas MT043, exhibited by CR Braithwaite. Grand Champion female, Kianmar Perfect V005, exhibited by Kianmar Pole Herefords. In the limousines, 50 head of limousines entered, or shown I should say, and the Grand Champion female Gender View Crystal S13, exhibited by the Evans family of Gender View Livestock. Murray Greys, the Grand Champion Murray Grey female was Baruna Park Serafina, exhibited by Amelia Taylor Rose. In the Red Angus, GK Red Sharok M17, exhibited by Kirralie Johnson Osipi, was our Grand Champion Red Angus female. Red Poles, Omega 3 Samantha, exhibited by Gary Jones, was the Grand Champion Red Pole. D&AD Bassingthwaite and Company from Wallumbilla exhibited the Grand Champion Santa Gertrudis female, Yarrawonga Marshmallow T671. Centre Poles, Pinnacle Cut 323, exhibited by Peter Spies, was the Grand Champion Centre Pole. Shorthorns Melton Broadwind V255, exhibited by the Falls family of Melton Shorthorns, was the Grand Champion female. Brook Osipi exhibited the Grand Champion Simmental female, GK Tiger Lily T16 from 35 Simmentals shown here today. In the South Devons, there were eight South Devons shown, and Jambali Irma, exhibited by the McCutcheon family, was the Grand Champion. The Grand Champion South Devon. Speckled Parks, we mentioned there was 168 Speckled Parks shown, the biggest breed, they were our feature breed, and SND Signature Rather Perfect, exhibited by Sean and Debbie Black, was our Grand Champion Speckled Park female. Square Metres, Rossalino's Violet 364 was the Grand Champion Square Metres, and the Ultra Black, Ultra Reds, N-Bar Well Earned, exhibited by Dan and Meg Lamb, was our Grand Champion Ultra Black female. I just need a battery for this roving microphone, I think, very shortly, by the look of what I can see on the screen here. Just line these magnificent females. What a great lineup of cattle. We've got 24 different breeds here, and they've all got their own addition to the Australian beef industry, which is a very, very important industry as far as Australia is concerned. This, of course, is a very prestigious award to have your female or your later on with the bulls and then the pairs to be declared as the champion of champions here at the Brisbane Royal Show. The champion cow or heifer, champion of champions cow or heifer, carries with it $3,000 in prize money. That's sponsored by Santos. They also will be awarded the Elders Shield of Excellence, and there's $140 of product donated by International Animal Health Products to our Champion of Champions female. It's a very prestigious award, as I said, and the winner will be a very worthy winner too, I'm sure.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
We're now our judges, 3 judges' awards are being entered into our computer now or their selections. They've selected, I think, 10 head out of there, and we'll find out the final 5, and then we will have one of our judges critique those final 5 before we get an announcement. Right, have we got something? No. Let's get our 3 judges out for a moment. Hello, here comes the rain. Oh no.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
What are they?
Angus,
Right, we've got 5 breeds have been selected to come forward. We've got the Angus,
Charolais,
the Charolais,
Santa,
Santa Gertrudis,
Red Angus,
and Simmental. So that's the 5. And where did David get to now? Here he is. David Smith will give us a judge's critique on these cattle.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much for the RNA for inviting me to be a part of this competition. It's certainly a great honour because this is it's just the judging the best of the best, and any exhibitors out here today, I think they've had a really good show to make it this part of the competition. I congratulate all those exhibitors. In the 5 females that we've built out, we pretty much all had these in our first 5 or 6. All these females, as you look at them, I think we all thought that they were industry relevant in the fact that they are big barreled, easy doing type female. They have that little bit of depth of body. They have a good udder structure. They're sort of sound footed. They've really got that length of body that we were talking about. The nice fine footed, a lot of these females, we have a little bit more performance in a couple of the females than the other, but the other ones that haven't got quite the performance have certainly got the productivity, doing ability that we've been looking for, and which I do think that little bit of survival that we need in the industry today for when things do get tough, and I guess they will be tough again. So without any more, without going on with the great more, we've selected the Angus cow as our winner here today. We thought you had a little bit more performance on the day, and very sound, easy doing type female, but it's just that sheer capacity that got her to the top of this class here today. But certainly the other females, much along, we thought they were much the same type of female as this, or a very even line in our top 5 that matched this type of female, but you had that little bit more performance that we were looking for today. Congratulations to the exhibitor. Thank you.
With that microphone, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, our grand champion cow is, what's her name, Gavin? Diamond. Miss Ella's Legend. Exhibited by the Diamond Angus stud. And where are we? I got the shield, I got the Elder's Shield of Excellence, I've also got the ribbon, and that rain has just created a bit of havoc. We've got Tom, filled the grandstand up. We've got the Minister for Primary Industries, Mr. Tony Perrott, will present the ribbon for our grand champion, and Tom Radzavicius, representing Santos, to also present the Santos are the sponsors here, $3,000 in prize money. No. By the time we all got covered up and so on, the rain stopped. Or sort of. Yeah, what a lovely female. Certainly is. Look at that heifer on her too. So the females will move out, and we'll be commencing with bringing the bulls in now. So we're starting on our bull selection now. This is for the Bassingthwaite Trophy in recognition of the magnificent job that the Bassingthwaite family have done for the RNA over many, many years. The Angus bull leading the bull parade is the Station King, exhibited by AJ&M Scrivener from 42 Angus exhibits. The Blonde Aquitaine bull, Melander's Victoria's Secret, exhibited by Kyle and Tamara Mellors. The Bradford Grand Champion Bradford bull, KD Jager from 18 Head. KD Jager exhibited by Brendan Lau. Grand Champion Brahman bull, Hazelton Pride of Oz, exhibited by Brett Kirk. The Brangus, Wyona, Nebraska, exhibited by Wyona Brangus stud. The Grand Champion Charolais is LHU Ultimate, exhibited by LHU Agribusiness. The Grand Champion Devon Gowan Ross Uber U2, exhibited by Alison Heap. Grand Champion Droughtmaster, Glenlands J Gibraltar, exhibited by Glenlands J Droughtmasters. Grand Champion Fleckvy, Trinity Vale Unforgettable, exhibited by Malcolm Walker. The Grand Champion Gelfie was the Junior Champion Wee Talabar Vector, exhibited by AJ and JC Nixon. The 50 head of Herefords were exhibited, and the Grand Champion Hereford Bull TNG Turbo T004. The Grand Champion Limousine Mervale Lone Star U14, exhibited by Mervale Livestock. Murray Greys Baruna Park Trojan, exhibited by DG and SA Taylor, was the Grand Champion Murray Grey Bull. Red Angus, the Grand Champion Red Angus GK NCJ Red Valkyrian V1, exhibited by Kirralie Johnson Isipi. Santa Gertrudis, the Grand Champion Santa Gertrudis Bull from 88 head shown, Santa Hat Ultimate U300. There were 7 centre poles. Pinnacle Pocket 141, exhibited by Peter Spies, was the Grand Champion in the centre poles. 18 Shorthorns exhibited, and Double K Vortex V2, exhibited by L. Collins and SM Rayner, was the Grand Champion Shorthorn Bull. Simmentals, another of our European breeds, Silver Linings Underdog, exhibited by Silver Linings Simmental Stud, was the Grand Champion Simmental Bull. South Devon's Jambali Vunavalu, exhibited by the McCutcheon family. Grand Champion Speckle Park Bull Anden U8, exhibited by Anden Speckle Park. Square Meters, Golden Squares, Tom Waits, exhibited by Golden Pastoral Company, was the Grand Champion Square Meters Bull. And Lazy S. Currajong, exhibited by Sue Fawcett, was the Grand Champion Ultra Black. Grand Champion Interbreeds Bull will be awarded the Bassingthwaite Trophy. That's in recognition of the tremendous support that the Bassingthwaite family have given to the RNA breed over many, many years. The RNA show. Our three judges once again just going through to select out their top selections through these magnificent bulls. A tremendous lineup of stud beef cattle. As I mentioned earlier, 793. We've got European breeds, we've got Australian breeds, we've got American breeds, and it never ceases to amaze how the Australian beef industry have taken these cattle. We bought them from Great Britain, of course, and adapted them to suit our conditions. And then, of course, Australian conditions vary very much. Conditions in, say, in Victoria or Tasmania vary greatly from the conditions in tropical Queensland, for argument's sake, or then out to the desert country. And these cattle, our cattlemen have adapted these various breeds to suit their own environment, but to suit the Australian environment as well. The Royal Queensland Show and even regional shows around Queensland and around Australia are a great educational value as well as this competition. And you know, people have got to know where their food comes from and where their fibre comes from. And I was at a show recently where part of the entertainment was the Country Stockman's Show, and at the end of the Country Stockman's Show he comes out saddled up on a Brahman bull, and he tells his little story and he's riding off, and a lady, I would imagine in her 60s, snuck up beside me and she said, "Excuse me, what sort of an animal is that? I've never seen one of those before." And I said, "Oh madam, that's a Brahman bull." "Oh, what do they use them for, to ride round like a horse?" And I said, "No lady, if you want to see some, just go to North Queensland, there's plenty of them up there, or you might have seen some of their progeny on your hamburger from Macca's." I don't know whether she knew what I was talking about, but it seemed funny to me at the time. Pardon? Yes, the People's Choice. Don't forget to log on to the QR code. There's a few of them around. I think there's one on the... Well, there was one here. Might have got blown away in the wind. But the People's Choice Award, don't forget to log on there. The People's Choice Award sponsored by the Cottrell family, of course. So the winning bull and a female will each receive $300 in prize money, together with a trophy and some product. Just entering our judges' selections into the computer now to give us our top 5, which we'll pull forward. And we'll ask Spencer Morgan to comment on the judges' selections and then just to give us the final. Alphabetical order. I'm going to call them out. Right, we've got our 5 top selections and we'll call them forward in alphabetical order. Can we have the Angus Bull, the Droughtmaster Bull, the Hereford, the Red Angus and the Speckled Park. If we could have those 5 bulls to come forward, thank you. And we'll call on Mr. Spencer Morgan now to give us the judges' comments.
Thanks, Keith. I'd like to thank the RNA for inviting Marty and Dave and myself to have the privilege of trying to sort through the champion animals here from the 2025 Ekka. It's a real privilege to see all the bulls that have made their way through the grades and get out here today, and it's a pretty tough ask for us to split them when you got bulls weighing 1350 kgs down to 9-month-old, 10-month-old bulls weighing 450. It's you've got to use a bit of a crystal ball to try and work where they all fit in the industry and how they do. But the industry's pretty clear what we need. We need, growth, early growth, weight for age, being able to turn off for a variety of markets. And when you pull that hide off, we need to be able to eat it. And we need the people in the cities shopping at the supermarkets and butcher shops to want to repeat the experience. That's what it's all about. There's no rocket science to it. We need to do that, and to do that we need structurally sound bulls to go out into the paddock to go and get calves every year, and then work out what those calves are doing, and then multiply the hell out of the good ones and get rid of the bad ones. And it's not that difficult. Just takes a fair while in the beef industry. That the generational turnover is so slow that it makes it hard to really make gain overnight. So, but yeah, we've got some really good examples of what we're looking for out here today. They may not all look quite as much of a type as the cows did, but the bulls are a fair bit age difference, fair bit more weight and performance driven difference with them, but they all sort of meet what we're looking for. I mean, the Angus bull's a really powerful bull, deeply made, and he's probably as heavy as bull's been on the grounds for a fair few years. The Droughty bull's a really nicely put together bull, but only a young calf. He'll be going out to the stud this year, no doubt, or staying on, but he's a young calf, 17 months of age, and very nicely put together. We've got the Hereford bull there. Again, he's 31 months, so 2.5. He's got a good bit of weight on him and a very good long bull. The Red Angus got a heap of power in behind him. Get him behind him. He's got a little bit up front too, but you don't expect what you get behind without having a little bit up front on him. And then we've got the Speckle down the other end. That's a very compact, very heavily muscled bull, high yielding bull, and I'm sure there'll be a fair bit of good underneath his hide when his progenies come off as well. But Dave, Marty, and I, we've gone with the Hereford bull. If he'd like to step forward. Well done.
Thank you very much, Spencer. The Hereford, the Grand Champion bull for 2025 is Tianji Turbo T004. And we've got the Minister for Primary Industries again, Mr. Tony Perrott, to present the ribbon. We've got Tom Radzivivovich from Santos. How am I going? You got that pronunciation right, Tom? Where are we? Andrew Mara from Elder Stud Stock Services. Shannon Lawler from International Animal Health, who present the International Animal Health product. Oops, Sally, I'm behind you. Don't run over me. I'm getting old, Sally. Don't run over me. She didn't hear.
You're gonna have to come back.
Oh dear.
Thanks, guys. Keep coming.
Oh. Yeah. Whilst the photographs are being taken there, we're bringing the females in now, and there'll be further judging now for our Champion of Champions pair. And that will be for the Warby family trophy, again in recognition of the sterling amount of work the Warby family have put in to the RNA over many, many years.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.
So now the hard part. Now judges will be selecting their champion pair. Makes it very difficult. The champion pair, very difficult selection. There's some magnificent cattle out there, and as I said earlier on there, they select the elite of the elite from 793 head of cattle shown over the last 2 days. Right, judges' selection's about to be added into the computer now, and we'll get the top 5 pairs called forward. This is for the Warby Trophy, the Warby Family Trophy. As I mentioned, that's in recognition of the sterling effort the Warby family have put into the exhibition over the years. We've got our past president here, Mr. Alan Warby, and his good wife Margot. Alan will present his ribbon and trophy. Again in alphabetical order, we'll call out our top 5 pairs. Can we have the Angus breed? Angus pair, if you'd come forward. The Droughtmaster pair. Not the Droughtmaster, that's what they told me. Hang on, hold it. Huh?
That's right. Yeah. That's the top 5.
Yeah. Yeah, David just came out and said not the Droughtmaster, that's all. Droughtmaster is right. Yeah, thanks, David. Herefords, if you'd come forward, the Hereford breed. Yeah, Droughtmaster's right. Yeah, come out. There was a little bit of a confusion again there before, but anyway. The Red Angus, if you'd come forward. And the Simmental. Simmental pair, if you'd come forward, thank you. We're right to go, Martin? Right, we'll call on Martin Little now to give us the judges' thoughts on this 5 magnificent pairs of animals.
Cheers. It's quite the privilege to be handed the microphone to cast our thoughts, and David Spencer and I find it a real privilege and an honour. It's we don't often get the opportunity to hold the microphone and voice our opinions, but again, it's quite the honour. Part of our job in our company is selling Australian genetics overseas, and part of that is we get to see production systems all over the world. And what we've noticed is the production systems that are really successful, beef production systems in Latin America, in South Africa, in Southeast Asia, in North and Central America, are the ones that focus on productivity traits, the traits of fertility, the traits of mobility, the traits of functionality, the ability to turn low quality feed into high quality protein. And those production systems, those beef systems that are the most successful, are the ones that focus on these traits. We've got a really, really interesting class of 20 odd breeds out here in front of us today, and we've been tasked with judging them as a pair, which is quite the challenge. Some breeds have an outstanding individual, and the 5 that we've selected up front have got what we consider the best pair of animals. The Angus pair is quite an impressive pair. We've got a senior bull that's absolutely massive in his frame and structure. We really like the way he gets around. For a big bull, he motors around the ring. The cow, who I think was our champion, she's a beautiful cow with massive volume, big deep rib on her, big pelvis, big broody female, and we love this broodiness about her. The Droughty pair with just a baby calf up front is showing a lot of promise. We really like the way this calf's put together. It's a beautiful type of animal, and while still having a lot of performance, he's still quite calfy. And next to him, a beautiful angular, sharp-fronted female. The Hereford pair, the bull that we use as our champion, is a great voluminous bull. He's a bull that has got very, very few faults, and I think if you care to come and have a look at this bull, he's a really well put together bull for 1,100 odd kilos, chased around by a beautiful sweet female that's sharp-fronted, deep broody, and deep in the flank. The Red Angus pair, really interesting pair, perhaps not the volume of the few pairs above them. They're an amazing pair that are peas in a pod, sharp-fronted, wedge-shaped. We really like the mobility and the structural correctness. Beautiful deep flank on this cow, and you can see her productivity reflected in this beautiful big sappy calf. The Simmies at the end are a really interesting pair, a couple of different types, but individually they're magnificent. The bull, perhaps a traditional type, is a bull that's, again, beautiful, strong top, structurally really sound, and followed up by a really angular female that's really soft and productive. She's a female that no doubt is going to go out and be easy keeping. But what an outstanding lineup, and it's our absolute pleasure to award the pair to the Red Angus.
Thank you very much, Martin. Whoa, careful, Brooke. Brooke and Kirralie get very excited down there. Our champion pair for 2025, the Red Angus pair, GK NCJ Red Valkyrian V1 and GK Red Cherokee M17, both exhibited by Kirralie Johnson Osipi. We've got Minister for Primary Industries, Mr. Tony Perrott, to present the ribbon to the champion bull. Margot Warby to present the ribbon for the champion female. And where is he? Tom Radzevizovic will be presenting the Santos ribbon trophy. Alan Warby's got the trophy here. Oh, Margot, yeah, help Margot out there. Yep. And Anthony Ball and Michael Smith from Elders with their Elders Shields of Excellence. And here's our RNA President, Mr. David Thomas, has just arrived down. I think you will agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that was a magnificent lineup of cattle. Those 23 or 24 pairs of beef cattle. They're a credit to the breeders. Whilst they're taking the photos, all this photo opportunities and so on, we've got the result now of the People's Choice Award.
So sorry, can I just skip this way just a tiny bit?
In the road again. Oh no, that's not right, is it?
Alrighty, one more time, guys.
And don't ask me to sing, for goodness sake, we want you around. The People's Choice Award. I'll go from third to first. In the People's Choice Award, third place to the Hereford pair, second to the Speckle Park pair, and first to the Angus pair. I just went and congratulated Kirralie, and she said it was worth getting rained on.
Thank you.
And the Cottrell family just presenting their ribbons for the People's Choice Award. And they do a tremendous amount of work too, Paul and Candice and Alex. They're here, there and they're everywhere around the show, helping with the judging and young judges competitions and you name it. So thank you very much, Paul and Bronwyn and your family for sponsoring this People's Choice Award.
The Gender View Invitational Bull Sale will offer 70 industry-relevant Limousin and Angus bulls at the Coolabunga Sale Yards, August 16 at 12 p.m. Semen and morphology tested, fully vaccinated. A bull for everyone. Contact your preferred GDL agent.